Welcome to Match of the Day 3 on a Monday. A little extra after a weekend of Premier League football highlights on the BBC. Well, on Match of the Day 2, we had two games that shaped up to be absolute crackers, turned out to be absolute dung. We had the Merseyside derby and we had United Chelsea, which is always spiky. And so the first game was just a torment, really, Alan Shearer. The second game then, there's 10 minutes left. We're caught between two minds, aren't we? One, the good of the show to get goals, and then two, that you and I both bet a double, hadn't we? Two draws.
Two draws, yeah.
And if I'm being honest with you, Mr. Shearer, I would have been happy for a 0-0. I wouldn't have minded a new pair of shoes.
Well, with 10 minutes left, I just thought I just couldn't see anyone scoring at all. I'd resigned myself to not seeing any goals all afternoon. And relying on your two entertainment to keep me smiling. But we got a goal, we got a sending off, which was a lot more than the first game, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it meant a lot to Chelsea. But if we have a look, Pat, at the weekend's results, what was the most meaningful game for you?
Well, for a lot of people, I have to say, Aston Villa I've been watching for quite some time, and I just think they've been in great form. I'm not surprised that they went to Norwich and won. But I suppose we have to talk about Wigan as well. I mean, what a phenomenal result for Wigan. And also the way it went. The way the game went was absolutely amazing as well. So teams at the bottom, battling. And it's a classic one. We always talk about it. Who's playing in flip-flops and who's playing in boots? Well, they're playing in boots at the moment, and teams like Swansea are playing in flip-flops. They're going on holiday.
They've just dragged everyone down into a huge battle down there. Now, I thought it was going to be between 2 or 3 teams, but there's now actually 7 or 8 down there that are right in it.
So, just want to pause there. Who's playing in flip-flops?
Any team who are safe. They've already gone on holiday.
Okay.
They've gone on holiday.
Yeah, I'm with you now.
Come on, keep the programme. So they've chucked it. They're on the beach already. So,
in your playing careers, be honest, safe, nothing to play for, foot off the gas? Or did you not and get annoyed when others did it?
I think I wouldn't say it's difficult. Well, it is. It's hard to, because you know you're safe and the pressure's off, but you're more relaxed. And then when you're more relaxed, you tend to make a mistake, or if you try something, it might come off.
Different people are different. If I was more relaxed, I'd feel I played better. You know, really relaxing, you're really comfortable on the ball. I would imagine you would never, because it's all about getting the goals and getting the figures. And it doesn't matter if you score in the first game of the season or you get a hat-trick in the last game of the season. At the end of it, those figures are up there. For strikers, I don't see many strikers turning off, to be fair.
OK, let's have a look at back to the results. It's all a bit dull after that because it speaks for itself. Chelsea got a win. Spurs got a win. All 1-0s for the 3 teams chasing the Champions League, and some left it a little later than others.
Well, Spurs, Southampton, I thought Tottenham were very, very lucky to get all 3 points. I thought Southampton played very well and should have got something out of that game. But again, just a piece of brilliance from a certain Mr. Bale again. The
Arsenal game was interesting. They're out of the blocks so fast, early go, played like champions for 10 minutes, and then kind of went, oh, we're playing against somebody else. It was almost like they realised. And again, probably an example of a team not under pressure now, playing some quite good football, QPR. Newcastle, worried?
Yeah, very worried. Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was a good point, particularly after what happened in the game against Liverpool last weekend. So to go there, not many teams have I think once they've been beaten at Upton Park this season. So I think it's a good point, but I'm still very, very worried, yeah.
Job to be done in that Wigan win, of course, and they're playing again. When are they playing? Tuesday, Wednesday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. They could be above Newcastle going into the penultimate weekend. Right, this is what we've done tonight for Match of the Day 3. For 2 reasons. One, it's really interesting, and 2, it's going to be quite quick. It's the last one this season, so we don't care as much. We've asked you to pick your 20 finishing positions in the Barclays Premier League 2013-14 season. So where people are going to finish 12 months and 2 weeks from now. Now, this is the little vignette to this. You have to relegate a team.
Yep.
And you have to tell us who's coming up via the playoffs and the championship. So a bit of fun. We'll go with Alan first, so we'll start now. Let's milk this, all right? We've got to fill 10 minutes. Top. Oh, he's United as champions.
Yep.
Do you know what? It's only logical choice at the moment, especially Alan, because when Fergie said the other week he thinks the Glazers will back him to get either Bale, Modric or Ronaldo back. Yeah, and these young players getting better and better. I don't know if any other team have enough money to spend to compete with that.
I think there's so much uncertainty surrounds the other teams that I think you're pretty much guaranteed what United are all about and have been for a number of years. So that's the reason why I've put them number 1 again.
You seem to have made a little mistake because you put Liverpool in 6th. If you just want to... Do you want to change that?
You keep telling me how progression and how happy you are that they're getting better despite them not winning the trophy this year. So I think they're going to finish 7th this year. 8th last year it was, so I've put them 1 better.
OK,
that's
so
progression.
Hold on, Alan, let's just do the maths on that. 8th, 7th, 6th. Progression, come on. And Everton just below.
When does that mean they win the league?
No,
That's 6 years and they win the league.
Then, yeah.
That's it. We're planning the party for 2018, 2019. Do you know what? We'll look at the bottom half in just a second, but I would bet every penny on earth that your top 7, in whatever order, will be exactly the same. You know, but you might change the order, but those are the top 7 teams in the Premier League. Don't give it away.
I'm not going to give anything away, but...
Don't give anything away. OK. So, let me just have a look there. West Brom, Southampton having a good season. That's really interesting. West Ham, you've got up in 8th. You see that being pretty... There's going to be a big gulf, you think, though, from 7th down?
Well, what I did was I had my top 7 and I had my bottom 7. So I was just anywhere in between. OK. That was the only team that was left, actually.
It's only match of day 3. Right, let's have a look at the bottom of the table. Let's reveal who you promoted. Brighton, Gus Poyet, I think that's a very... You promoted him and relegated
him. Put them back down.
And who's missing? Oh, you dirty dog. You dirty dog. It had to be for you.
Are you surprised?
Sunderland, nowhere to be seen.
I'll be popular on Sunderland. Well, I'm not popular anyway, so it doesn't matter.
What do you mean? You can't get any...
love lost, is there?
You can't get any less popular, you may as well relegate them.
I can't win with Sunderland anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Wow.
I thought you may have put Aston Villa a wee bit higher. I think they're looking as if they're getting stronger.
Young players coming through, did they not deserve a couple more places, Alan? Aston Villa?
Well, they've had a few good results of late. I mean, let's not get too excited. They've struggled for the vast part of the season, haven't they?
True, and Cardiff just escaped, and Cardiff fans will love it if that happens next year. And you've got another great escape from Wigan, obviously, and you see 2 of the 3, and you've Norwich bang bottom then, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's been a tough last, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks. Well, it has been tough for them. I think they've only they won 2 games, haven't they, in this year?
Yeah, they had
I think that might carry on.
Great month early on, Alan. They went like 5 or 6 weeks where they were top of the form table over that period, and that's kind of what saved them. OK, that's the Premier League. That's all seen Alan's predictions. We find that funny. No one watching Will. Let's have a look at Pat's. Top of Premier League's table. Psychic Pat's prediction. Should be predictions, shouldn't it, really?
That's not very different from Alan's, is it? Top 3, exactly the same order?
Yep.
Exactly the same order.
You've switched around Spurs and Arsenal, and you've made a horrible mistake.
Progression.
With Liverpool, but I'll let you
we didn't talk about this at all.
No.
So similar, purely because Liverpool will be able to spend a bit more than Everton this summer, and the uncertainty of Moyes and whether Everton will lose 1 or 2 players, which, will Baines stay, will Fellaini stay? That's a concern. Similar to Alan, thought West Ham just getting stronger and stronger. If they keep Andy Carroll, it's a big one, isn't it? And they play very much to Andy Carroll.
So West Ham fans will love this,
I'm putting
really
Newcastle
good,
up there, by the way. Really
10th.
quite high. The reason, and I was tempted to put them even higher than that. Survive this season, and I think there's enough quality there for him to get the best out of.
Massive, and he made the mistake Mike Ashley made. Really, was in the summer, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. That was the chance.
And you would like to think that won't be happening again.
Denver Baz a huge mistake as well. To be fair, I know he couldn't. You explained
that. He had the clause in his contract, didn't he? That like they triggered the figure and
silly one. All right, and Southampton up to 9th. My goodness, almost exactly the same teams. Right, let's have a look at the bottom of your table. So who did you promote up? Oh, you put up the Hornets. Gianfranco Zola's Watford just missed out in the last day.
In the last seconds, they just missed out.
Still the last day. Do you think that they'll be able to recover from that? Because most times you don't when you miss out in the last second, whether it be a Brentford, whether it be a Watford.
Whether it be a Tranmere Rovers, when I was there, it happened with us as well.
Just missed.
You get up, you come third, and then you're into it again. And psychologically, as you say, it's really difficult. I just think there's enough goal scorers in that team. I think they're a good goal scoring team. They've got a chance.
So again, the team that come up through the playoffs, you've relegated straight away. Hull, glory days, fans on a high. Tune into this, realise you've relegated them. And Sunderland as well.
What did you call me for Sunderland? You dirty what was it?
You dirty dog. You crazy cat, Pat. You crazy cat.
My problems with Sunderland. They've had crazy cat, favourite phrase, dead cat bounce. They've had it. It's gone. They had a little bit of a jump. The essentials are still there. The essential problems are still there. They ain't got a goal scorer. They've got injuries. Sessegnon, I believe, out till the end of the season as well. You're really depending on, I really don't know what, to get the goals to stay up. They need to win some games, I think, or get some points between now and the end of the season. And I'm not sure where I can see Sunderland getting them. I mean, they're a very close club to where I live anyway, so I would love to see them and Newcastle staying up. But they were the team I'd worry about most.
Two last things, because we've done enough. If you've got City at the end of your name, you're in trouble in Pat's eyes, if you look at that bottom 10. And then also at last, the demise of Wigan.
Yeah, poor Wigan.
Odds. Eventually it's got to happen. And I just get a feeling that they may well do it this season. I've just got a real feeling they'll do it this season. But they may well lose one or two of the most important players. And if they do lose any of them, particularly in that midfield, I think they'll struggle to get back up again. OK,
thank you very much for tuning in. That's the last match of the day 3 of the season. And don't forget then, there's a short match of the day 2 at 11 o'clock next Saturday. Sorry, match of the day, a shorter one next Saturday, and then a second match of the day next Sunday with the bulk of the fixtures. That's all from us. You don't need to watch next season. We've told you what's going to happen.